Good morning, everybody. Thank you all for being here. Prathan, B Sad Dog, Justin, Dustin, Jory, Anubis, Mike, Monica, Third Coast Mermaid, Ryan, Pierre, Steven. Welcome, guys. Dark Zone, welcome. Welcome. Let's see. JJ is back in Wrath of the Lich King. Well, that was unannounced and unceremonious. But that's cool. What else is going on? What else is going on in the world of Warcraft today? I haven't been on Wowhead, so I don't know. For us, we're going to try to do Wailing Caverns after a little while. We're almost level 20. Thanks to Mo, we have some 10-slot bags. We've got some underwater breathing potions, really cool, next to Redfire. And Alex sent over some shoulders and some bracers for level 20, so that's really cool as well. But let's see, what do we want to do? We could go do Nugget Slugs. That's actually pretty far to the north of us. Trouble at the docks. We could do the South Sea Freebooters. Let's go do that one. We have to go over to Ratchet anyway. There's probably at least one Wailing Caverns quest over there that I don't have.
Sub. Down.
Squeezing in a Wailing Caverns run during your lunch, Cadus? Sketchy, man. I don't want to get you in trouble at work. I don't want you to have to bail. It's like an hour and a half run. You know, it's anywhere from an hour to an hour and a half run. I don't know how long. I mean, the typical corporate lunch is about 20 minutes. Depending on if you work from home and if you can, like, skate by, like, around that, I just wouldn't want to... I wouldn't want to put you in a spot to either have to bail on the run or have to bail on work. If that makes sense. So JJ is available until further notice. Thank God. Thank God it's all finally over. Thank God. Thank God it's over. Yeah, they finally did it. They finally pulled the trigger on it. It's finally over, guys. Wrath of the Lich King is over. Wrath of the Lich King is dead as of today. It's finally over. They finally did it. Work from home, but you have lots of meetings. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't want to screw you up, man. I mean, I guess worst case scenario, you put somebody on follow. As long as you were DPSing, it'd probably be okay. I don't know what your setup is like. When I used to work from home, you know, I had a monitor for my PC, and then I had monitors for my work PC that was docked. And so I could play WoW and be at work. Not that I ever did that, but I could. Trouble at the docks. Trouble at the docks. What is this? Who is JJ? JJ is just a little experience buff.
Yeah, what do you want?
That Blizzard liked to, like, carrot us with, you know, between every patch. They would just carrot us with it. Oh, come back and play. Here's a little carrot to chase.
Have a good one.
And they finally just put it in the game and left it. So that means that Wrath of the Lich King is officially dead. They don't have any hope of pulling more people back in. And so they've realized they just need to leave it in. I have full quest log, guys. This isn't working for me. I'm gonna drop some stuff in Silverpine. That's really all I can think to do. Because we're gonna have to pick up at least a couple of Wailing Caverns quests at the dungeon. Oh, Recipe for Death, that's Pyroid Village. The Decrepit Fairy. Yeah, I feel like I just drop everything in Silverpine right now. And we just pick it up when we go back. So what is this?
Yo.
Trouble at the docks. Oh, the port from outside of the run. Okay.
Keep it real.
Got it. And then South Sea Freebooters. Let's go pick that one up. I think we can do that while we wait for people to come on. My thoughts on Cataclassic, but with expanded Wrath talent trees. Okay, I would have to know more details. I kind of would just want Cataclysm to be... Is it because Cataclysm revamped the talent trees? Is that what we're talking about? Was
Hey there.
Cataclysm the
Through?
expansion that they changed how the talent trees worked? I thought that was Pandaria that did
Welcome to Ratchet. Hope you're looking for work.
Oh, we're going back to Silverpine, Jason. Yeah, we still... as long as well, now if everything goes gray, maybe not. I think we will go back, though, for some stuff. The pseudo-talent trees. Right. I don't know. Because I don't remember how those talent trees felt anymore. I don't remember how they felt when they first came out. I don't remember if they felt bad. I don't remember if I gave a crap. Because the thing about talent trees, and we all know this, is that outside of vanilla, you just have to follow a guide depending on what content you're doing. Outside of vanilla, you just follow the spec that you are told to do by Wowhead. You just look up, you know, Fire Mage rating spec, and you just copy the talents. There's no, like, choice or freedom or uniqueness to your build. You're like AoE mage spec for rating, and then you just do what it says. So I don't really know. Have they talked about not putting the revamped talents into Cataclysm? I don't think they've talked about anything yet. I thought it was Mop that had, but it's Kata, I guess. Yeah, I don't remember the talent trees changing in Kata, and if they did, I didn't have enough feelings about it for me to remember any really strong feelings. Like I said, at that point, everyone was following guides anyway, and I was probably like, oh, okay, so I just have to make less choices. That's fine. Yeah, it was just less BS. You know, it's like, okay, so I only have to make 8 choices. That's fine. If it's not a game where I can actually make a unique build by reading the talents and what they do and kind of deciding on my own what I like, when it stops being that game, which happened like right away by like Wrath of the Lich King, you basically just have to follow guides. Then I don't really care what the talent trees look like. I don't feel any better like following a guide to click 51 times than to follow a guide to click 8 times, so it doesn't really matter to me. Katie, you're falling asleep in a meeting? Oh no, it sounds like a meeting that should have been an email. Kata put in the pick your spec option. Oh, yeah, well the pick your spec option I think is kind of stupid. Well, that's when they just started really limiting the classes. Like, you were not a mage anymore, you were a frost mage, or a fire mage, or an arcane mage. So it did a lot for spec identity, but it kind of just took away, like, overall class identity and freedom. G-Money, my thoughts on a new classic WoW is that we're never going to see anything like what you just said. I'm at a point in my life where I don't find it like super exciting to spend my brain power thinking too much about things that I know are never going to happen. Like, a younger me would have loved to like dig into theories like that. But I'm at a point where I know what is going to happen and what's not going to happen. And unfortunately, we're never going to really see them do super cool stuff with Classic unless retail effing dies. Unless retail just effing dies. It just dies. Everybody stops playing it. Nobody can be bothered. The whales find other oceans to sail in and they stop buying stuff on the store. Yeah. The only time that they're going to do super interesting stuff in Classic is if retail is dead. Then that's it. Otherwise, there's no way they're going to develop anything for it or spend any development manpower or money or anything. As cool as it would be amazing, and that's why there are private servers. Yeah. Because the private server people they have the energy and the imagination and the time to do those things, and Activision won't do it. Microsoft, whoever the hell owns the company today, they're not going to do anything really cool like that. The only time that they're going to innovate is if retail's dead. But listen to this. If retail were to die, and they were to take these same developers, and they were to move them over to work on Classic, what's the point of that? What's the chances that the same developers are going to do anything different than what they've already done to retail? You'd have to fire everybody and hire different people. You'd have to go hire all the private server people to come work, and they're not going to, and they shouldn't want to. Because if you just take the same developers and you have them try to do something different, they're just going to do the same shit. When you think about it like that. Yay, level 20! It's going to be a fun day. I can feel it already. I'm feeling super optimistic. At this point in the video, I have already generated 5 comments about how negative I am on the VOD later today. Yeah, G-Money, you're absolutely right. There's tons of things they could do in the game to make it exciting and fresh and new. They're just not going to. Partially because they don't have the imagination. Partially because they don't have the green light from the shareholders at Activision, Microsoft, Blizzard Incorporated. And lots of other things. Alex, you can see my gear, and I'm going to equip the 2 pieces that you sent to me. And only then can you see my gear. Yeah. Boom. Look how good we look. She looks good with shoulder pads. Nah, Microsoft won't. No, they don't care. It's not like it's not their baby. You know what I mean? Like they did really good by Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition or whatever the re-release was of Age of Empires 2. But that's because it was one of their babies. Like they don't care. They're only going to care for the money it can bring them if we're being real. And spending money is never a way to make money in the eyes of a shareholder or a VP or a P or a CEO or a CFO. Spending money is never a way to make money. It's never a way. Hey, Amy, how are you here? Aren't you supposed to be working? Aren't you in the office today? Working in an office building? What's that like? The chess pieces for level 21. Yeah, I247, I understand that it's completely different developers. Yeah, that was my point. Was that the people that we have making WoW today are like 20 to 30-year-old people who grew up watching too much Disney, and as adults they like to take solo vacations to Disney World and walk around just to have fun. And they don't have kids. So yeah, no, I understand, man. I get it. That's my point. They're gone. And so my point was, like, even if we handed Classic over to these people, they're just going to do the same shit they've done to retail. Because if they're the same developers, it's going to be the same content. You got 2 groups of people at Blizzard. You have the 20 to 30-year-old people who are just corporate workers. They're not gamers. They're not WoW gamers. And then you have the hardcore people, the people who used to be hardcore, the people who used to run like elitist jerks and shit back in the day. You have some of those people who are in positions of like lead roles and management roles, and they are the reason why the game is designed to be played with 17 add-ons. So you have people that don't care or know about the game. That's your workers, your peons at Activision Blizzard. And then you have like the higher up people that like they used to play the game at a really high level, and all their real life friends still do. And they're focused mainly on spreadsheets and shit like that. And they designed the game to be played with 17 add-ons, because most of their friends are also add-on developers. So they got to make sure their friends have work to do. And so those are the 2 kinds of workers that you have at Blizzard right now. And so even if retail were to die and they were to dump a bunch of manpower into Classic, it's just going to go in the same bad ways. Look what they did to Wrath. They added 3 currencies, and they're not done. They made Heroic Plus, Heroic Plus Plus, and now they added Heroic Plus Plus Plus. And they've added 3 currencies, probably 4 at this point, because that's all they know how to do. It's the only thing they know how to do. If they knew how to do anything else, man, we'd have seen it by now. They would have done it. So no, I basically, like, I need them to leave Classic alone. Unless they fire everybody, and they hire an actual team of gamers who love World of Warcraft to make Classic content. Unless they're gonna do that, I just need them to not do anything. Because if they do anything now, it's gonna suck. It's gonna suck. You know, and that's why no one's playing Dragonflight, because nobody cares. You can crank as much content as you want into a game that no one wants to play. It's not going to make anybody want to play it. Yeah. That's it. You know, here's the thing. They have one chance to prove to me otherwise. Their one chance is going to be what are they going to do with the new season at the end of this year? What is the second season of Mastery going to look like? That's their chance to show us if they have a single creative bone in their bodies. That's it. We're either going to get some crappy season with an XP buff and some stupid loot off of bosses that only 1% of the player base is ever going to see or kill, or they're going to do something really cool. What do you think the odds are that they're actually going to do something really cool? Look at Diablo, which was like conceived of with a seasonal model. And look how bad the first season went for them. If they don't have people who can make good seasonal content for their ARPG, which is like based off of having seasons, what are the chances they're going to have a team of people who can make compelling seasonal content in an MMO? It doesn't seem good. Just saying. It's fucking 0% chance, yeah. Seriously though, you know, Diablo was conceived of, they knew seasons were going to be a thing, they had season designers on the team, and they had to get rid of those people because they all suck, because they're all just grunt corporate employees who don't play video games, they don't play Diablo, they don't play Path of Exile, and so the season was awful. And then they had to try to hire new people and maybe hope that Season 2 won't suck as bad. So why should I think that in an MMO, a game that's not really a seasonal thing, why would I think that they're gonna do anything good? I don't know. It's all negative. What a negative stream, Robert. I hate how negativity has seeped into this content. I know, guys. I know. Grayson, you wasted money buying the Season Pass? Yeah, you did. I wasted money buying the game, like $80 or $90 of money. For a game that I ended up just hating it. I hated it. I bounced off of every part of it. Which has never happened to me with a Blizzard game before, so... That's current Blizzard. It was back in the day, like Blizzard made a game, and you knew it was going to be good. It was going to have its pitfalls, but you knew it was going to be good. And that only lasted like 6 or 7 years. When did I get the thumbnail? Steven, I got the thumbnail yesterday when we thought there was going to be a big mock Gra in Crossroads. Like, people were broadcasting they were going to do a mock Gra. And so they got everyone to group up. We bailed early. 5 minutes later, we found out that it was just a scam. No one was ever going to do mock Gra. But that was the level of excitement people had to see a cool mock Gra happen. Yeah, it was an exciting moment until it was a scam. Just like most Blizzard games. Yeah, an exciting moment until you realize it's a scam. So it makes sense. So who wants to do Wailing Caverns? Well, so I don't depress myself out of wanting to play the game. Who wants to do Wailing Caverns? In 10 minutes, I'm gonna ask in guild, and then whoever wants to put the group together can. Actually, you know what? I don't even want to put the group together. If anybody wants to do Wailing Caverns, you go ahead and put the group together whenever you want and invite me to it. Yeah, I don't even want to do it. I want to do the dungeon. I don't want to put the group together. But I do want to do the dungeon. Steven, you'll heal? Cool. Yeah, anybody wants to put it together? I'm basically ready whenever. I don't have anything else going on. We might as well do it before I talk more about Blizzard. Yeah, nobody needs that. Is anybody so JJ's back in Wrath? Is anybody going back to level up a character? Are any of you guys going to play Wrath of the Lich King right now? Is anybody gonna play Wrath right now? Like who would do it? Are any of you guys doing it? Alex, how close are you to 22, man? Britton, you're more likely to check out retail. Yeah, at this point, I'd say, like, yeah, probably, because at this point, Wrath is basically dead. Unless you want to do Heroic Plus, or Heroic Plus Plus, or Heroic Plus Plus Plus, unless you're interested in that, then Wrath is basically dead. You're halfway through? Well, I can wait a while. I'm not in a super rush, but I do feel like, you know, let's do it. Let's do it as soon as we can. Yeah. Let's do it as soon as we can. Let's give Alex time. If you think you can get it in like a reasonable amount of time, I think you'd be fine tanking it how you are. To be honest with you, especially with a second warrior there, I think it'd be absolutely okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, you guys don't even have to ask me to remove people. If you see some shit and you don't like how it sits with you, and you just don't like how it sounds, just get rid of it. You don't even gotta tell me. I kind of saw it. I thought maybe he'd burn himself out. Yeah, I'll get a nice long comment about how negative I'm about the game, and I'm only negative about it because I'm a bad player.
Sure could use your help, kid. Welcome to Ratchet. Hope you're looking for work.
It's been an interesting week. The heroic plus pluses, all it is it's just like, hey, how to make life harder for the healer. That's all the heroic pluses are. I know because I healed a ton of them. And all it was just like, let's make life harder for the healer. Hey, the most boring, thankless job in the game that nobody wants to do, let's make content that's really hard for that person. Where everyone else, they just keep pressing the same buttons. They just keep pressing their buttons.
What's up?
That's it. The tank taunts.
Be good.
The DPS do their rotations, and they let weak auras tell them what buttons to push and when. And then the healer's job is exponentially more difficult because of all of the extra damage going out and the longer fights due to the fact that the enemies have more HP. And so yeah, I did them for a while, and then I stopped. And then I decided I was never going to heal a dungeon again in my life. So yeah, thank you Heroic Plus and Heroic Plus Plus for making me realize that healing is a scam. and I'm not doing it anymore. And then when ICC comes out, you're gonna have Heroic Plus Plus Plus. So yeah, wow,
quick,
just
kid.
be really
I
excited.
ain't got all day.
And those are the people that are designing the game. That's what people are like, oh, are you excited to get Classic Plus content? I'm like, what do you mean? You did get Classic Plus content. You got Heroic Plus and Heroic Plus Plus. You got 3 new currencies. Aren't you happy? What, that doesn't make you happy? Why not? Oh, you wanted content. Oh, well, you can't get content, silly boy. You can't get content. You can get currencies for days, though. For days. You can get affixes and currencies for days. Because that stuff takes one guy a little bit of time to code. And it takes another guy to look at it to make sure it's not completely borked. And then they can ship it. And that's it. We got something going. We're not waiting for Alex. We put the script together without Alex. Alex, we'll do it. We'll do it tomorrow. I'm gonna do it every day. I'm gonna do it every day till we're out of the level range for it. You know, like we did with RFC. And I think, like, what's the level range on it? It's pretty big, right? If I could hover over it. Yeah, it's a 24, so just don't go past level 24. And we'll just do it every day until we're out of the level range for it. Yeah, I did tell people to put the group together. I'm just gonna head that way now. Yeah, we're gonna head right there. I don't even know if I got all the quests from Ratchet, but I don't really care. We'll have a lot of time to make sure we can get all the quests done. We've got a couple of them. He didn't want to do it yet. I was trying to convince him to do it early. But tomorrow would probably, if you want to be a higher level, tomorrow would probably be better. That way you don't have to rush. You don't have to worry about grinding the level out. What professions am I doing? I'm doing Herbalism and Alchemy. And potions are great. I try not to recommend things to people. I say do what you want to do. The potions are good because you always have healing potions. You got some boost to your stats and stuff. Like, ultimately, it's a do what you want kind of thing. I kind of regret just not going skinning in Herbalism and just selling everything, like vendoring everything. That's kind of a regret that I have. You know, people will tell you, you know, go mining engineering for the target dummy, go mining blacksmithing for the gear. So it's all about like what you want to do when it comes to professions. Potions are great. Yeah, the potions are you should have potions no matter what. Like even if you're not doing alchemy, buy yourself some potions. Especially now that you can use the auction house. Yeah, if you're on a class that doesn't have a heal button, you absolutely have to have potions on hand at all times. Man, I kind of thought when they did the JJ, I'd want to go back and at least level the Warlock, but man, I don't even want to. I don't even want to. They make weird choices. them putting the Joyous Journeys into Wrath and deciding to leave it there is basically the last admission that the game is dead and that they're ready to move on from it. And I know we still have the Ruby whatever. The Ruby Sanctum patch, I know that's supposed to happen after ICC. I wonder if they don't just drop both patches at the same time. Well, what do you think about them just dropping like ICC and Ruby Sanctum is just with it? And then Wrath can be over. And then they can decide if they want to do Cataclysm or if they want to take it in a different direction. If you're a complete beginner to the game, I would recommend Herbalism Alchemy. Because engineering mining is going to take a lot more time to farm up the materials you need to progress engineering. Matcha, you're currently sick? I'm sorry, man. That sucks. What's currently happening? Just me being negative about Blizzard again. Feel free to leave a comment on YouTube after the VOD goes up. Feed the algorithm for me. Nothing else is doing it. I have to get up into the eyeball. I know, it sounds weird, but it's true. There's an eyeball up here, there's an eye socket. And I have to get up into it. You just hopped on Pagel and it's popping, Chris. You're talking about Wrath? That's cool. Are you at a max level or are you rolling fresh? There's basically nothing that can excite me about Wrath of the Lich King right now, I don't think. I thought that when the Joyous Journey came out, I'd be like, oh. But instead I was like, ah. Ugh. That's kind of how I felt instead. Which I did not expect. But it happened anyway. To be fair, it was when I heard that they were leaving it in that I felt that way. Because that means they've just given up. They're like, guys, we don't even want to pay the guy to push this button every time we're between patches. Let's push the button one last time. We can fire that guy who pushes the JJ button, and we can just leave it in the game. Done. Done deal. Yeah, the eyeball's kind of tricky. Okay, I need to come down here. And then I think I need to jump onto this thing. And then I need to come over here. Alright, cool, cool, cool.
Greetings, traveler.
There we go. JJ is the experience buff, yes. And they typically put it in, you know, during a lull, like 4 or 5 weeks before the next patch were to come out, as a way to drive people to come back to the game. And then they take it out. It's like a FOMO thing. They were using it for FOMO. But now they're just like, now they've given up on even using it for FOMO. They're just like, ah, screw it. JJ, that guy destroyed Star Wars. Yes. To be fair, like, George Lucas already destroyed Star Wars. God, Robert, you can't be negative about everything today. Jesus. Floating combat text got disabled again? Oh, I better check. Can I share those? I think I can share those. People in party chat are trying to get my attention. I'm not looking at my game at all. Share. One more time for old time's sake. Share and share. I have shared all the things that I can share. I hope that's enough. Combat text. Yes, I need to see. Options. Yeah, Alex, me too, man. Like, what? What? The hell? This is still on, but yeah, they disabled it. Did anything else get messed up? Yeah, sometimes they like to reset my render scale and like all of my graphics options as well when they do that. They didn't do that this time. Oh boy. This should be really easy. Yeah, we should be fine. We got Jason. Yeah, man. Like, yeah, we're good, man. We're good. We got a pro tank. So I think we're all pretty pro at this point. They messed up with macros. God. It's one of those days. Yeah, it's always after maintenance. It's always after maintenance. I will be surprised if we see a single blue item drop. It would shock me to see a single. In Wailing Caverns, I don't feel like there are many that are guaranteed drops. Yeah, they're doing the kind of maintenance that just inconveniences people. Yeah. If they do maintenance every week, it means they can employ 5 more people. Eventually they'll stop doing maintenance every week and they'll fire those people. They'll realize they can have an AI do the maintenance. Agent Dad, good evening to you. Thanks for being here. Kyle, Phase 4 for Wrath is supposed to be December? That sounds about right. Yeah. I would just like to see them drop ICC and the Ruby Sanctum at the same time. And just be done. Cause like if they spread them out, then we're gonna have Heroic +++ and Heroic +++++. And I think that's too many pluses. Yeah. So, I just hope that they just push them both out. That'll give people more stuff to do for a shorter period of time. And then they can just like have the Cataclysm happen. If they decide still to go that route, maybe they will change their minds. Who knows? We we will find out on November 20th or 21st or whatever when they have BlizzCon. You think blues will drop in here, Ra? In vanilla era? I don't remember a lot of blues in Wailing Caverns. I remember some good green sets, like some good leather green sets, like the Deviant Hide stuff or whatever it's called. It's been a while since I've been in here though. There's a green, intellect, stamina. Kyle, you want Mop and Legion Classic? You're not just trolling? Nah, you skipped WAD. You skipped WAD. People like it when I say WAD over and over again, so... Yeah, but you skipped WAD. What happened to WAD, man? You don't want WAD Classic? You don't want Classic WAD? What's wrong with you? I think that if we get Cataclysm, we'll get Mop. But I don't think we'll get WAD. Oh, see, Amy likes it when I say WAD over and over again. It's Warlords of Draenor. It's WOD, okay? It's fine. It's fine. It's one of those days. Classic up to Legion? God, guys, you're killing me. Legion, like, just came out. Stop. Just stop. Do you guys still need the quest shared? I can share this again. I don't know if everybody's got it. Okay. And I don't know where to go, so I'm just gonna follow you guys. After 20 years, I still get lost in here, so I probably can't even find my way to the entrance. Legion was really good. It's just too new. Yeah. No, I liked Legion a lot. You know what I didn't? I didn't like the AP grind. The AP grind ruined the game. It's so funny because like Legion was so good, but the AP grind literally ruined the game for me. Like I couldn't play anymore because I didn't have time to grind my AP for my artifact weapon. I felt like I was like bringing the raid team down. So like I really like that was the beginning of the end for me in raiding. And then in Battle for Azeroth, I thought maybe it won't be as bad. Nope. Infinite AP grind still exists. You have to grind it forever. And so yeah, finally in Battle for Azeroth, between traveling for work and the infinite AP grind, I had to quit my raid team that I'd been raiding with since Wrath of the Lich King. So I was super upset about that. But yeah, it's funny because Legion was really great, but also it introduced like the bolt-on disposable systems that would come to ruin the entire game. Yep, it was the beginning of the end. But like thematically, zones, stories, characters, it was really good. The class order halls were amazing. Oh god, deviant lurkers. I guess they can't come out of the water, can they? Yeah, you're like it'll be classic by the time we get there. Yeah, maybe. Right, it'll be classic by the time we get there. How sad is that? That's pretty messed up. You shouldn't even say that where Blizzard can hear you. Because that's pretty messed up. I'll play Kata. Yeah, I'll play Kata. I'm not excited for it. But that could just be because I'm dead inside. I'm not entirely sure. But I'll play it, and we'll see. So if they're giving us JJ all through the rest of Wrath, are they going to give us JJ like starting in Cataclysm 2, or are they going to take JJ away? Or rather, like the leveling in Cataclysm is probably the same speed as you could level with the Joyous Journey buff. You know what I mean? It's probably almost the same. We're getting a lot of greens. That's really cool. They're probably not like good for anybody, but we can sell them. I probably have a talent point I haven't spent, don't I? Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, I need deep wounds. The deepest of wounds. What expansion was it when we got to over 200,000 HP? It could have been Kata. What's the average HP of a tank in Wrath of the Lich King right now? Anybody have a tank in Wrath and like know what your HP is? Because yeah, eventually the numbers kind of got out of hand. I don't remember when it was that they did the first stat squish. Not a level squish, but there were times when they had to do a stat squish. So they didn't do a level squish until after BFA, but they did multiple stat squishes because the numbers like HP and DPS kept getting out of hand. 5k gear score tanks are like 45,000 HP. Then probably missed. Then probably by missed they'd have to do a stat squish without things getting way out of control. It was probably mop, I would say. 200,000 HP would probably be after Kata, or it could have been Kata. It could have been end of Kata, but probably mop.
Peace, friend. The winds guide you.
Level 100 might have been WAD. Cause like Mist was what, level 90? Lost one, I'm level 20 and I'm DPSing. I'm just doing S tier DPS, that's all. We have Jason, he's a pro tank. And so he's handling that for me, for which I'm really grateful because I have decided that in WoW I'm not going to tank or heal ever again. Because for 20 years I've almost exclusively either tanked or healed, and I'm done with it. I don't hate tanking, but I do hate healing these days. Dang, that's not bad. It's not an upgrade, but it's not bad. Probably sell okay on the auction house. Yeah, the Wrath of the Lich King Heroic ++ dungeons, they made me hate healing, and they made me retire from healing completely forever. But I just don't feel like tanking anymore. Maybe one day I will again, but for right now I'm just doing top-end elite DPS. Yeah, I mean tanking's safe, you just like, you have to know, in Classic you have to know how to pull properly. You have to know when you have to pull properly or when you can charge in, and like a lot of people have problems with that. Like, see how we're line of sighting right now? Like, you kind of have to do stuff like that in Classic. which is not like any other version of the game. So a lot of times people who come from other versions of the game, they just don't know like what to do. Once they learn what to do, it's relatively easy. Ash, good afternoon, man. Thanks for being here. So many greens, man. I pulled that one, that's my fault. I was trying to get behind this guy and I body pulled him. My bad. Oh, we've got more action. Well, this is fun. I feel like we're fine. I got put to sleep. For how long? For 12 seconds? Oh god. We are very sleepy. Yep, that was nice. Good job, guys. I think all of it was probably my fault. I think I got a little bit too close to one of them, and it just kind of like, it seemed like it had a chain reaction of pulling everything. So yeah. Oh, look at that. There he is. He didn't drop a shield? What? I thought he, like, always dropped the shield. That's a little weird. Yeah, I thought he always dropped that. The shield was added in 2.5. I'm pretty sure I've seen it drop in Classic Era. 2.5. That would be Burning Crusade. It's more common that he doesn't, so maybe they just increased the frequency that it drops later on in the game? Okay, well that's fine. It's in the game, just not 100% drop. Okay, yeah, they must have later on gone back and made it 100% drop, and that's probably what I'm remembering. Alright, I'm gonna stand back and let this pull play out. So I don't think I'm charging in here no matter what. Yeah, the shield is in the game. Apparently it just doesn't have a 100% drop chance. He's bringing the pull back here. So let's chill.
None can stand against the Serpent Lords.
I just can't fall into this hole. That would be bad. Congrats. 21. I'm asleep again. I'm a sleepy boy. I'm a sleepy orc lady. The cool thing is being able to run this multiple times, we don't have to worry about getting all of these. We can get them all like another time. Alright, we're jumping it down. I see, I see. Alright, going this way. They love putting me to sleep. Speaking of rogues and speaking of alliance, I started the immersive playthrough today for Defias Pillagers. We went on a human rogue, so I'll probably try to get that video up later on this afternoon/evening. It's publishing right now. I was able to get on before maintenance and play. That was good. These poisons, they can stack a lot, and they're actually pretty painful. What's the immersive playthrough? It's where I'm not streaming, and where I don't talk nonstop and complain about Blizzard. It's a recorded series, so I'm doing Alliance Hardcore on Defias Pillager as a rogue, and I'm doing it as a recorded series. That way people that don't really like the streams, but they like hardcore, and they want to watch me play hardcore, but they hate the streams, they have something to tune into. I mean, I do talk through it, I just don't, it's not the same. So, I'm approaching this one almost also as kind of like a how-to, just to give people like some tips who are not familiar with hardcore, and perhaps they're tuning in. So I talk about relevant things to the gameplay experience, as opposed to ranting about Classic plus for 20 minutes straight. And that's what makes it more immersive, is that I just talk less, and it's not a stream, and you don't have to see my face, and I talk about things that are relevant to what's going on. It's immersive in the sense that the ambience is up, the music is up, and I'm not talking over all of it non-stop. You don't have to listen to the conversations that I'm having, like in the bot and stuff like that. I should do account self-found for the immersive playthroughs. I'll do self-found when Blizzard opens the servers up. But I might still use the auction house on this one. I might not have the money to use the auction house, so it might not even matter. It might end up being account self-found just because I won't have money. I do have loot on the snakes back here, thank you. It's an item too that I need, so I appreciate it. Mark, lots of people. Yeah, lots of people. A lot of times when I rant about things on the stream, people think that I'm simply being negative for the sake of negativity. And they find it hard to accept that sometimes someone's like honest opinion and feelings about something can ring negative. And they have a harder time accepting that that's actually okay, because we're humans and we have a wide variety of emotions. A lot of people, like, they just want things to be positive, you know, they want to tune in to watch the game they like, and they just want people to be positive about the game. And like a lot of people can't really seem to accept when I have criticisms about it, and they don't want to hear it, but they tune in and watch anyway. And then they leave me like essays in the comments about how I'm negative. And to which I say, yeah, if I think something is stupid or bad, and I talk about it, I guess that's negativity. Whitney, good afternoon. Thanks for being here. It was I got a couple essays, Mark. Yeah, it was a couple days ago. I don't remember what kind of rant I went on. But I got quite a few essays. Yeah, most people did, Mark. Exactly. It's exactly because of that. Because a lot of people started watching me in the immersive content, like the same kinds of topics don't come up. And you don't have conversations in the immersive content. So like, yeah, the amount of things I talk about in the immersive content was a little bit less. I would still sometimes be critical of Blizzard. That's always been a staple of the channel. it just wasn't as often because, you know, we weren't having like a full-blown conversation and a back and forth about it. What I think it is, I think people just don't like when they're saying that it's negative. I think they're not people that should really be watching the streams, because I don't think it's the format that they want. So yeah, and that's why I have the immersive playthrough going on the Alliance side now, just so people that don't want to deal with the streams and the conversations that we have, they can watch the recorded stuff. Now that like death means death, now that there's no way to cheese it, I feel more comfortable doing immersive hardcore stuff in a recording. When it was Bloodsail Buccaneers, like once I started streaming, I didn't want to do recorded stuff anymore. I wanted it all to be on stream. But now that there's no way to cheat or cheese it, I'm fine doing recorded stuff for hardcore. Carnifexia, the level range of the dungeon is 18 to 24. 18 to 24, yep. Nice sheet. That's a little bit of an upgrade. I will take that. It will probably be the only item we get out of the run, so nobody be disappointed.
You will never wake the dreamer.
Like I said, this dungeon does not drop a lot of blues. It just doesn't. This is decent for a clothy. It looks pretty cool. If we see a blue item drop, I would be surprised. Let's put it that way. You tune in for the gun show. Yeah, it's hot here, man. And I've been trying not to run the AC like all day long. our power company charges us like more money during peak hours. And like the basement's typically cooler, but nowadays as soon as I stop the AC from running, it gets warm really fast because we're having really unseasonably warm weather. And I'm not willing to crank the AC just so I can put a sweater on. I'm just gonna have to wait for autumn to wear my sweaters again. John, you had your first blue world drop today? That's really exciting. The whole time we've been playing hardcore, I've only had a couple drop. Only one of them has ever been good for me. That was the axe we got on the paladin. Other than that, we got a shield we never got to use, and we got 2 held in offhand caster items that I don't know if they were great for anybody. I'd like to see some blues drop eventually. That'd be cool. It's going to feel really good if we ever do get blue items. That's kind of one of the great things about Classic, is like when you do get a blue item, it actually feels very meaningful because you go a long time without having any. And when you play retail, you complete a quest and your items are going blue like on an RNG chance right away. Like they're proccing blues from like every other quest reward, so it just feels absolutely meaningless. And there's like zero care about the gear or attachment to any of it, especially like while leveling up. And you got it on a character that you could use it on. That's even better when that happens. That's kind of why I like playing the warrior, because we can use basically any weapon. And so like if a weapon drops, we'll be able to use it. That's kind of one of the good things about the warrior. I'm really hoping to get the 2 one-handed swords from Zul'Farrak eventually, and then turn them into the epic 2-handed sword. I did that in Season of Mastery. It was the first time I'd ever done it. I never knew about the item before, and that was fun. Bobby! Oh, Skull Rock? At level 10, brother? Oh man, you can't go near Skull Rock at level 10, man. RIP. Epson Guild. Yeah, you just can't go near Skull Rock at level 10. Oh yeah, I've died in Skull Rock at much higher levels. The mage we lost there last was like a level 15 mage. And I line of sighted like 4 of the guy's shadow bolts, and he still killed me. Because of a dot he'd put on me. Like we died at the same time. Like I killed him, but we died. And I was a level 15 mage, and I had line of sighted a bunch of his spells that I didn't even think doing that was going to be necessary, and he still killed me. Jason, you group with 2 level 9s in Skull Rock? What are they doing? Why are they there? I hope everyone made it out okay. In a group of 3, you might be okay. Yeah, if you got a group of 3, that's like best case scenario. What I learned from like recording a lot of hardcore, like before I was streaming, I learned that like any bad like mental state, physical state, or emotional state that you're in when you play could get you killed. I got a couple characters killed just because I was having a really bad day, and I brought that really bad day with me into WoW, and I got a handful of characters killed just because I was having an off day or I wasn't feeling well. Things had not been going right for me in the day, and I kind of dragged that with me into the game. When I'm streaming with you guys, it's like it's different. I can escape some of like my own head. If I'm like trapped in my own head before I get on, I can let go of a lot of it, and that's very helpful. But when I'm like playing it in a vacuum by myself, sometimes I would bring my bad day with me, and I always regretted it because, you know, got some characters killed. A lot of you guys probably remember the first Troll Mage that I went into the Hillsbrad Town Hall building 4 different times. I went in 4 different times and was chased out 3 times before I was finally killed because I was just having a bad day and I was like super stubborn and I just wanted to get it done. And in a stream, you guys would have never let me go in there that many times, if at all. But playing by myself, I got myself killed. You were hungover. Yeah. That's what I mean, like any physical, mental, emotional state. And being hungover like encapsulates physical, emotional, and mental state, right? Yeah, like if you had a rough night the night before, it's like the trifecta of badness. You feel bad physically, mentally, and emotionally. That's when it's good to have like an alt. If you want to play WoW, or even hardcore WoW, and like you think you're not having the greatest day, or you don't feel that good, have an alt that you care a little less about. That way, if anything happens, it's not your main, you know? Mike, your pally went down at level 19. Oof. Sorry, man. That's like a big level at that point. A lot of time investment. I almost went Paladin today instead of Rogue. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know what's wrong with me. I talked about how I didn't want to do a Pally again, but like, then I keep thinking about it. And I almost went Paladin, Human Paladin today instead of Human Rogue. Oh, see, this is the stuff I'm talking about. Gloves of the Fang. Yeah, that's some of like the best gear in here is like the Fang stuff. Not for me, obviously, but for somebody. But I don't think we're gonna see any blue items. 30 hours. Oh god, I don't even want to look at my slash played. 1 day, 2 hours. I'm 26 hours in right now. It is a lot of time. Did you have any meta progression? Did you send any stuff to a bank alt or like bank any gold or anything like that? That's the only thing that saves it sometimes, if you manage to like send some stuff to a bank alt or some gold or maybe some items. I have too much gold on me right now. I should not be walking around, especially in a dungeon with 2 golds on me. It's a bad idea. You have 8 gold on your alt. See, like, listen, it sucks, but at least it's like some kind of meta progression. It's more than we would have had in solo self-found. You know, in solo self-found, you'd have nothing. You'd have nothing to show for it. At least you got some cash. And that's not a small amount. There are like some items in the auction house that are good are very well priced right now. Anything you can send to a bank alt, yeah. It's worth it. You had just bought bags? Oof. Man. So many pitfalls. I wonder, like, what the population in hardcore is going to be like after a month or so. How many people are going to stick with it? You know what I mean? How many characters can the average person get killed before they decide that they're done? Samuel, you won't do dungeons? I'm doing a dungeon full of guildies. Like, yeah, I probably would not do as many if I had to pug a lot of spots, but this is a guild run, so I feel like, you know, even if something were to happen, at least we did our best. Yeah, I did 47 levels on a paladin in solo self-found, and I didn't do a single dungeon, and I just always super regretted it. I got way behind the level curve. I didn't have any items or weapons. And I told myself that in official we were gonna do dungeons a lot, and we were just gonna try to do our best and hope for the best. What do we got going on here? Do we want to sheep that guy? Apparently we're gonna leave him up. Okay, he is sheep. Let's not attack him. I'm asleep. I can't do anything. This 12-second sleep is brutal, man. Especially during a boss fight. Like, that's terrible. I'll get to hit the boss like 3 times. Auntie, I'm trying to usually flank them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure where I'm at counts as being behind. You don't have to be like completely behind, but when it's safe to, I am trying to be behind them. That, to be fair though, it's probably not happening 100% of the time. This dude runs. See, armor the thing. This is what I meant, guys. When I said there weren't blues in here, this is what I meant. Strength and spirits. How unique is that? Oh, Joey, we won it. We have 2 spots left in our bags, and I did what I could to kind of empty them out beforehand, and it didn't matter. We've still got huge inventory problems. Gonna have to think about dropping some stuff on the ground that we really don't need. What else can we get rid of? We're gonna have to get rid of something. The milk can go. The mana pot can probably go. I can learn this. That would be really smart. Alright. We've got 6 slots available. Nah, the tank's got enough to worry about. The tank's got enough to worry about without worrying about turning the mob away from me. Nah, if I try to flank him, sometimes I don't go completely behind because like right here I don't want to get behind and pull this guy. So sometimes I just try to stand on the flank, which I'm pretty sure also is fine. I haven't really seen any parries go off, and if they do parry me, I'll see it. But I'm definitely not gonna like rely on the tank to face it away from me. The tank's got enough issues to worry about, just like tanking. If it was a boss fight, then like sure, maybe in a big boss fight the tank faces him in a certain direction, but not trash pulls. Justin, good afternoon. Thanks for stopping by. We've got a rare here. Oh, nice. It's like Brightwing from Heroes of the Storm. That's your one of the day, Auntie. you get one a day, and you just used it. Oh god, we got feared. Oh god, oh god. We're good. We didn't pull anything back. That's bad fear. Okay, we can loot after. Why am I looting? I might take this. I might take this. I'm asleep, so that's always good. I forgot we're not showing our cloak, so no idea what it looks like. Hey Yogi, you hate walking in WoW? How do you feel about walking in real life? Out of curiosity. Because I like walking in WoW, but I like walking in real life. And I just wonder if there's like any correlation. Alright, what's this guy do? Like a chain lightning? I feel like chain lightning. I feel like he's gonna drop another green item. Yeah, Klepto, we've been making some okay progress. Now, to be fair, I level slower than most people level up. But it's been pretty smooth. Absolutely. He does do chain lightning. That's gross. I don't even think I was in range to melee attack him for a minute. It was a blue item! No way. There's no blue items in Wailing Caverns. That's cool. Tell me somebody needs that. Yes, awesome. That's like the first blue item I've ever seen in Wailing Caverns in vanilla era. So that's really nice. It doesn't look like much. It looks like a doormat, but good stats though. Yeah, that guy had a weird hitbox. I'm pretty sure for part of that fight, I was just standing there looking at him. He wanted me to like be inside of him to hit him, which I'm like kind of opposed to. And 15 seconds sleep. I think it must target like second on the aggro chain, maybe. Does it go after the second person on the list of aggro? Because that's what it feels like it's doing. Or it just hates me. It's vulnerable to the shadow damage of the warrior side-eye. Right. It was a pro move. Obviously fully intentional and a pro move on my part. Because I am clearly a professional. I mean, I'll pop the chest. I don't care. There's usually not anything really great in them. If there's a green in them, won't it have us roll for it anyway, or will it just give it to whoever loots the chest? There's a burnished shield in here that I can't grab, thankfully, so like, I don't want the burnished shield. If somebody wants that burnished shield, it had like 2 stam, 2 strength or something on it. Jason, I don't know if you need that, but it's still in the chest. My inventory is now full. So I am screwed. I am dropping stuff. I got all these mushrooms I don't need. We don't need any mushrooms. We don't need mushrooms and milk. With mushrooms, I typically put them on pizza. Yeah, I like mushrooms on pizza. Mushrooms, black olives, and pepperonis. And that's about the only thing I do with mushrooms. Besides toss them on the ground to get them out of my bags. Sleep again! We've been sleeping a lot. The mushrooms was okay, but it's fine. Portobellos are okay. Oh, not the sheep, Rob. Not the sheep, not the sheep. Oh god, the fear. Alright, it's the jump boss. Let's see. Alright, we got it. Got it. We nailed it. Nobody fell. I mean, it matters to the point where, like, I should be attacking stuff. It matters to the point where, like, I should be attacking things. Yeah, there's no DPS meter because I don't have a DPS meter running in Classic. I don't know if there are DPS meters, right? Somebody can have one, but I don't like to turn them on. Yeah. You definitely want to do DPS. Right. It matters in the sense that, like, you have to do it to kill enemies before they kill you. How much you're doing doesn't matter. Like, I don't care about having a DPS meter go, because as long as we're killing stuff, then it's fine. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. You're not saying a real thing. You just want to be argumentative. Okay. That's fine. Oh, I see. Like, basically, like, all of the Fang stuff has dropped. But nobody needs it. It's so sad. People are weird. I like to get one in a day. Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes. If you're gonna try to troll, at least pick a less stupid stance to take, you know? Pick a less moronic stance to take on something. If you want to try to troll, at least make it seem like something, like, believably possible to even have a discussion about first to get it going. And then troll. Don't just take a blatantly dumb stance right away like a moron would do. That's not gonna result in, like, successful trolling.
I am the Serpent King. I can do anything.
Your hammer got stuck. Yeah, I keep mine out on the desk. I like to get one swing in a day to keep the weapon skill going up. look at it all. I mean, we've seen what? The gloves, the legs, the chest. It's like a 4-piece at this point. I told you guys there weren't a lot of blue items. I'm surprised that we got the one blue item that we did. Will this guy drop a blue item? He's got like a 20% chance to do so. Yeah, it's not until like SFK and after that you consistently will get blues off of bosses in vanilla. It's a lot of good green drops though. I just don't think anybody needs them. We got this ectoplasm hanging out. I'm not gonna pull him on accident. Yeah, it was everything a rogue could hope for, except we don't have one. So, oh yeah, it's a really good place to bring a rogue. Absolutely. Oh dang! Hey, look! Oh, it's wait, what? Come on, intellect, spirit, but why? Is it a shaman shield? Oh my gosh, my inventory's full. I need the scales though. I need the Briarthorn too. Oh my god, unbelievable. Unbelievable. I got excited, I was thinking like, is it better, Jason? Oh, thank god, you can still use it? It's good because of the armor and stuff? Awesome. Hey, use it, take it, thank god. Yeah, but if it has a crap ton more armor than what you've currently got, it's still good. Oh man. Intellect and spirit though, why not strength, stamina? But hey, on the bright side, we saw 2 blues drop, and we saw 2 needs fire off. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I hope I don't win any of these greed rolls because I don't have any room left in my inventory. I should start passing on them.
What brings you here? We shall meet again.
Yeah, I don't think I need this. Okay, that's good. Yeah, Clint, it's gone really well. Yeah, it's been pretty smooth. A couple of blues dropped, a couple of needs went off. Yeah. I think I got a pair of boots. Was it the boots we got or the belt? It was the belt. We got a green belt, so. Yep, we've got Jason with us. Mm-hmm. Yes, yes. Dave, welcome. It's good to still be alive. Yeah. It has been a good time. It is a huge Murloc, yeah. We played a couple other things first, but ultimately Big Murloc comes. Yeah, I feel like that was the most dangerous part, because if they all were to hit one person all together at one time who was not a tank, that could probably kill somebody pretty quickly. That did seem like the most dangerous part of the entire run. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. Yep. That was fun. It was definitely like the most damage the whole party took. But it kind of had to be spread out. He put me to sleep, and now everyone is my enemy. I don't like that. I don't like it that you guys are my enemy right now. This seems very frightening. Nobody kill me? Okay, good. We're fine. Everything's fine. We're all fine. Oh god. Oh god, it's happening again. When I'm asleep, I'm on his side? Oh, that's weird. Very unwelcome. Did I get some gear? I got a belt. Yeah, there's not a lot of stuff that drops in here. But I got a belt. A green belt. Nice, that was a big
I am
chunk of
awake
XP.
at last.
Stamina, int, and spirit. There you guys go. Hey, we saw 3 blues drop. That's amazing. That is actually amazing. And that's it, right? This is all done. He did drop a blue. Oh, they turn into birds and they peace out, don't they? Oh, I've never seen that before. I've never seen them turn into birds like that and peace out. Awesome run, guys. Very, very cool. Great times. Much appreciation. Are we just gonna hearth out, or do we want to run out, or how do we want to do this? I'm fine just to hearth out, and then I can run down and turn them in. Yeah, I'm just gonna hearth out. There we go. Thank you guys again. I appreciate it. That was a lot of fun. And we can just make the run to go. Did we complete one? We completed one. Okay. So we can go turn that in if we want. We can go to Ratchet and turn that one in first if we want to do it that way. Did I grab the gem? Clint, you know I didn't grab that gem.
Blood and thunder.
Because if I did, my inventory would have been full. We're gonna do this run at least 3 more times over the subsequent days. At least 2 more times. We're gonna do it at least 2 more times. So like whatever we didn't complete, whatever we didn't do, we will do it tomorrow and the day after. because we get to run it again and again and again. Tom, good afternoon. Yeah, that was fun, guys. Awesome.
Time is money, friend. Glad I could help.
Let's think about emptying our bags. Steven, right on, man. Yeah. Yeah, it'll probably be same bat time, same bat channel for tomorrow. Absolutely.
Speak victory! Blood and thunder! Farewell!
Yeah, what do you want?
Well, there we go. That was a lot of junk. Okay, so everything else, this is binds when equipped. Arcane damage. Okay, I'll sell it. I mean, I guess I could try to sell some of this stuff on the auction house now that we're getting into like level 13 stuff. Soulbound. Level 10, probably not worth selling it on the auction house. Soulbound. Binds when equipped. I'm just gonna vendor a lot of this stuff. I don't think a lot of it is really worth it. I'll just sell it. Deviant Scale I thought was a quest item, but it's not. There we go. That's better. Mike D, thanks for being here, man. I appreciate you checking out the stream. I appreciate it. Alright, guys, we are 2 hours in. I'm going to take a 10-minute break. I'm not going to end the stream. We're going to go some more, but I need to stretch my legs, get some coffee, get some water, get a snack. And I'm going to take 10 minutes. So I'll be back around 1:35 my time. If you guys can stick around, awesome. If you can't, thanks so much for being here. I appreciate it. So we'll be back at 1:35 EST. There we go. Let me pin that. And I will see you guys on the flip side. And we're back. I saw that somebody on the server reached level 60. Crescendo has reached level 60. I guess I didn't realize that there were going to be, I didn't realize there were server-wide alerts for 60s. I must have, like, totally blanked on that. That's really cool. Pretty cool. How many people are 60? We've got 4 people on. He must have hit 60 and logged out. He logged out and he took a nap. There were 2 of them. I'm not muted. Maybe you're muted. But I'm not muted. All right. So now what do we want to do? We could run over here and turn this in. Like, I'm not in a super hurry to do that. But we need plain starter kidneys. We have a lot of stuff for Shen's keg that we need. Lots of lower level stuff. Yeah, we're like out leveling some stuff. Mail my gold off, thank you. I do need to do that. Yeah. Yep, especially after a successful dungeon run, you'd hate for anything to happen, and then we lose everything. We have a lot of coin. Yep. Bank. Let's send all 3. Send 3 gold over. And there we go. I feel like that's okay. I need to train level 20 at some point. Yeah, Alex, I could. You know what I'll do? I'll check on the bank alt later, because the bank alt will now have like 6 or 7 gold. And so a little bit later on this afternoon, I'll jump back on and I'll check on the bank alt and see if I can pick anything up. Because yeah, at this point, there's probably some stuff that I could upgrade into. And then, yeah, I have the linen, which I could just keep making these and selling them. That's fine. But now I don't really know what we want to do. I guess we need to go do nugget slugs. And go after the stuff for Shen's empty keg. Harpy lieutenant rings. Ekiyaki. We have a ton of stuff to do that we're like pretty well positioned to do now, level-wise. Yeah, I should be able to buy a, I think Kill Maim. A Kill Maim was going for like 4 or 5 gold. I should be able to find one of those, perhaps. If I'm really, really lucky. Yeah, in an hour from now, the bank alt will have that gold, and we'll log over and check. Okay, so how do we want to handle this? I could just kind of like go up here, and we could fight whatever we can. We can stop over here and get Ekiyaki. Let's go fight through this area, and we'll run up along the river here. Seems like a good idea. I also have the raptor stuff, the stolen silver. That's a little bit of a higher level. Let's wait on that. Somebody died there yesterday, so we'll wait on that stuff. I do have a feeling that we're gonna lose some stuff in Silverpine though. Which, if we run Wailing Caverns once a day, that might be fine. Geez, we're level 21. When do we want to go into Hillsbrad? Like 25? 24, 25? The Raptors down there are 17 and 19? Yeah, we'll wait on that one. We'll wait on that one for a couple more levels, because I know that there's packs down there. Like, there's 2 pulls, there's like 1 3 pull, and I'd rather just be safe. We've been pretty safe so far, so we'll continue to do that. Apparently somebody has murdered all of the lions. Like, they're gone. They're just all gone. Yeah, David, I do need to be a skinner. Because I feel bad leaving all that on the ground. It's been something that's really bothered me about not having skinning, is like all the money that we just have to run past. I feel like in the future, like I absolutely have to do skinning and herbalism, and that's probably all that I'll do. On the horde side, just to sell. Yeah, I think that warrior was also herbalism skinning, but I didn't keep up with the herbalism, but we definitely kept up with the skinning. I like skinning because it's super easy to keep up with. It's probably the easiest profession to level. Because you're always fighting stuff that you can skin. Yeah, someone just follow behind me and skin everything, please. Somebody should be benefiting from it. Can you send an alt anything if they're on a different faction? Not through like the mailbox. I don't know if there's a way to like sell yourself stuff on like the auction house in Booty Bay. There may be a way to do it, but not just by mailing it. People in Barrens chat get mad for people following them around and skinning their kills. I feel like the only way it's valid to get upset is if you yourself are a skinner and someone is coming behind you and skinning your stuff. But that being said, if you are a skinner, you have two options. You either skin it right away, or you leave loot on it so you can circle back and skin it in a minute. So I don't know. I don't think that's a valid thing for someone to get upset about. It seems kind of silly. Yeah, exactly. If you are a skinner and you're not skinning them, that's your fault. Because you have multiple things you can do. You can either A, skin them immediately, or B, don't loot them. And then you can circle back and get them. But yeah, if someone's not a skinner and they're getting mad about that, that just sounds like a person who will find any reason to hate other humans. And then in that case, we don't have to care about that person or their feelings. Jenna says, I cheer when I find a bunch of dead animals, and it makes me feel bad. I feel good, but so bad. I understand that, yeah. Oh, there we go, we're done with the Prowlers. Plain Striders and the Raptors. I didn't know we can get those Raptor horns from over this way. We have Peace Bloom, which I'm kind of like, we don't really need Peace Bloom as much. Yeah, I don't think I would make a habit of like following somebody, but like a lot of times you just happen to be around other people and like they're killing stuff, and if they're not skinning it, I definitely would. But I don't think I'd go out of my way to like follow somebody for long. Oh yeah, I'm just at that point exactly. I'm gonna fight my own stuff and get the kill XP. But if we're both fighting stuff in the same area and I'm a skinner and they're not, then I'm definitely gonna take advantage of all their kills. Anubis, there goes your plans for having an alt on the Alliance. Yeah. Yeah, as far as like meta progression and stuff, you're faction locked. What you have to do is you have to have a main on the Alliance and a main on the Horde and an alt on the Alliance and an alt on the Horde, and then you're good. You just need 4 characters. You have time to roll up 4 characters, right? Yeah, no one would play hardcore on a PvP server. Yeah, it'd be pointless. It would be pointless. Like I wouldn't do it. I don't know of anybody that really would. I won't even play on a PvP server non-hardcore because I don't want to get ganked and Stranglethorn 100 times. So yeah, it doesn't appeal to me. Then again, I'm not really a big PvPer, so. My opinions on PvP are kind of invalid. Yeah, I think having the duel to the death is already crazy enough. That anybody is willing to duel someone else to the death at level 19. After putting in, like, you know, 25 hours or up typically to get to level 19. It takes about 24, 25 hours. It's a lot of time to wager on a duel that could just go sideways. It's like being on a treadmill and also there's someone stabbing you. That's terrible. I don't like either of those things. Why did I choose this life? Yeah, it's not hardcore self-found, it's hardcore self-torture. Yeah. Exactly. These guys hit surprisingly hard. I'm glad we had some sticky glue. Clint, I think I should have cleave, because I think I would have got cleave at level 20. But guess who did not train level 20 skills before going into Wailing Caverns? This guy. Yeah, they do seem deadly. I thought, hey, a couple of green enemies, no big deal. And I was like quickly disabused of that notion as my health plummeted. Like, okay, it is a big deal. Take them seriously. Yeah, I do have to train level 20. I already should have done it, but haven't. They are ornery. Yeah, they're very PO'd. It makes them hit harder. Oh, Merlin, the first shaman run? Yeah. I was so young and fresh-faced then. Had all kinds of ideas about what hardcore was, and then I got killed by fireballs. It was a good lesson to learn early, but it didn't save the subsequent characters. That shaman made it a long time for that being my first foray into hardcore. Especially because I was trying to impose some other rules on myself. That shaman made it a while. I should have retaliation. Oh, I need retaliation. Retaliation's big. It's very big. I think we're okay for now. Famous last words. I think we're okay for now. Yeah, on the shaman, I was only equipping gear that I made myself, and I was only eating food that I cooked myself. And in the beginning of the shaman run, I didn't have. I turned off the floating names, and I turned off the floating health bars. You know, because I thought, let's make this really hard. I don't even think I was using Questie to begin with. Yeah, it's one of the few things that a warrior has to, like, really save themselves. Like, I could have blown retaliation there, and instead of using a sticky glue I could never get back, I could have blown retaliation on those 2 plane striders. And that would have been better. Yeah, I went a little crazy with that. I thought, let's make it harder. Let's make, I was like, I don't know what hardcore is, but let's make it harder. Let's craft our own gear, cook our own food, let's turn off names and health bars and turn off Questie and see how that goes. It went until level. I didn't stick with all those rules the whole time. I think I ended up turning names back on. But we got to level 19, and a lot of characters didn't get that far. Yeah, I mean, I'm used to Questie now, but, like, I know where most of the quests are at this point. Like, if I were to turn Questie off, it wouldn't be, like, that big of a deal. I don't think. Because I basically know at this point in my life where most of the quests are done. The cool thing about Questie is it points me to areas where I would not normally do the quest. Because I developed certain routes over my life that I ran certain routes to get certain quests done. Questie lets me, like, fight things and do things in, like, slightly different areas than I would otherwise. And I didn't even start using Questie until we were almost done with our Season of Mastery Warrior. I've been playing Classic that whole time, and I hadn't been using Questie. And then finally people got me to use Questie, mainly to find where I could pick up quests. I was at a point where, like, I was having trouble finding quests to do, and people were like, you should just use Questie already. And people have been telling me to use Questie for a long time. So I think the warrior was like level 54, 53, and then I finally installed Questie. And that was the first time in my life I ever used a questing add-on. That might have been the first add-on that I used, period, in Classic. Because I was pretty opposed to all add-ons. I still kind of am. And I was really opposed to a questing add-on, though. But if I were to turn it off now, it wouldn't really be the same as someone who's, like, less familiar with the game not having it. So I don't know that it would make it much more hardcore. Especially then, because, like, when I get lost, you guys would just tell me where to go. it still wouldn't make it more hardcore, because I'd still have help from chat if I for some reason could not figure out where a quest was, or if I forgot to pick up a quest. I feel like it's been around for a long time. No, they don't. Yeah, just for me, it would make it. It wouldn't be hardcore for me because A, I know most of the quests because I've been playing for 20 years, and B, I have you guys. So if I were streaming without Questie, that would be almost pointless. But yeah, I never used any add-ons until that point in Season of Mastery. And then it's been kind of a slippery slope. I feel like I haven't added too many recently. Alright, so we're looking for tool buckets, right? Buckets of tools? I've never completed this quest. I had it one time, and I couldn't find a single item. And so I dropped it. And I wonder if this is going to go similarly. This area has a pretty high density of enemies. But that being said, they're all gray, I think. Oh, they run early and often, and they run faster than I can't catch them. If I don't hamstring them, I'm not going to be able to catch them. That's good to know. Yeah, there's that mech. I think I saw a couple people doing it. I don't know if I'll do the mech thing. I don't really like escort quests, and someone's doing it right now. I would love to like visualize one of the items so that I know what I'm looking for, but I haven't seen anything to click on yet. I have a gun. I could shoot them in the back if they run, but I should just be using hamstring. Look at this person. Look how fast they run. Like, give me a break. Firstly, there's no help in that direction. Secondly, eventually you're going to come back. Yeah, you're going to come back eventually to get killed. I love that they run, but that like ultimately they have to come back and let you kill them. They can't actually run away, you know? I haven't seen any of these items yet. Oh, here's one. We need hamstring up really early. Alex, you saw somebody die in front of you? A level 17 warrior? It's crazy. We saw somebody die yesterday. We saw 2 people die the day before. We haven't seen anybody die yet today. Mohammed, good afternoon. Welcome to the stream. Cadis, your level 16 rogue died here last week. Oof. I'm glad I'm not level 16. I will say that. Because yeah, at level 16, this place seems pretty dangerous. You know, they're all crammed together. They run fast. They're fast even when they're hamstrung. They're fast. You see that? You see how quick she was, even though she's hamstrung? It's kind of crazy. Okay, let's try to get this one. And Miguel, as a warlock in classic era, you are going to be able to use a staff and wands because your wand goes into a different slot than your weapon. But you're not ever going to use your staff to attack with. You're gonna use your wand. You're gonna pull out an ability from your spellbook called Shoot. And once you have a wand, you'll wand with that some of the time to conserve mana. But you'll probably have a staff and a wand equipped. The staff will just be like a stat stick. You'll be looking for stuff with intellect, with spirit and intellect on it, or stamina, spirit. But yeah, you'll equip both of them. It's not like in retail how like the wand is a weapon and goes in your main hand. It actually has its own slot in classic. Yeah, it had some cloth boots in it. Yeah, see, I'm just not seeing a lot of these outside of the ones we've already gotten. I wonder if they're like closer to the water and I can't see them through the brush. Doesn't look like that's the case. Hey, at least these keep respawn. I guess I'll stay right here, and I'll just keep looting the same ones over and over again. There's a lot on the oil rig. Yeah, I'm not going on the rig. I'll just stay down here. Yeah, at least we are getting more than one. Exactly. Am I gonna go for the Gurabashi trinket? I don't even know what that is. I don't think my paladin equipped the trinket until he was like level 38 or 40. Doesn't it flag you for free-for-all PvP? It sounds like it. It sounds like something that someone would want me to do, yeah. Bethykins, thanks for being here. I appreciate that. Thanks for checking out the stream. Apparently this tool bucket is not a tool bucket we can loot. For whatever reason. It could be because we're done. It could be because we're done with the quest. I mean, yeah, it does seem like that's why. Yeah. We're actually just done with the quest. Says we can get the raptor horns over here. Let's go have a look. I'm not super interested in doing the escort quest, so I'm probably gonna ignore that one. At least I called myself out before anybody else was able to. I like it when that happens. Yeah, it says there are raptors over here, but I just don't believe that there could be that many. Yeah, a part of me feels like that's like really the only place to get them. Even though Questie seems to think it's possible to get them in other places, we haven't seen any. So there's that. Paulo, thanks so much for the super chat. I see the she-orc keeps going strong. She doesn't know how to do anything else. She is a strong green lady. And she's going to be around for a long time. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for being here. Anubis, about as rare as finding a fossil. A dinosaur joke. Okay, okay. Alright. Shizum, good evening to you. Thanks for being here. So for this one, we don't have to go anywhere specific. It's a random drop off of anybody here. And by anybody here, I mean everybody here is dead. Because this warlock has killed everything. Which means it's all probably going to respawn around us. Yeah, it's probably all going to respawn around us. Let's kind of like... Oh god, he's pulling everything. Do I want to go into this building? Not really. Not particularly. I really don't know how deep this goes. If it leads into like a mine or if it's just like a house. Yeah, I don't think no. We don't go in here. Yeah, oh Clint, your hunter died here. We're not going inside that mine. I don't have to go in there to get any of this stuff. It goes pretty deep. Yeah, I'm not going in there. We're not doing that. We can wait out here. Soon enough, everything will respawn. We've already got a guy over here respawn. Well, we had a guy. We had a guy. Yeah, we just have to wait for the drop, basically. Anybody here can have it, I think. I just don't want to go inside any of the buildings or the mine. I was gonna say, I like how somebody chunked him for damage, but he was still on me. I don't really like that fear. That's not cool. I don't really like that. Please don't run by me and like fear my enemies and get on my aggro chain. Just don't do it. I mean, God. See, now you did this to yourself. You can fight your way out of this. I have faith in you. Okay, they might not be. Okay, they got it. They're fine. I'm not going to continue to get involved. Because I didn't particularly like the fear and getting on my aggro chain, so we can they'll fight their way out of it. They're fine. He tagged one and sent the Voidwalker for the other. This might not be like the area for us right now. I don't really like all the competition, and I definitely did not like that fear. So this might not be the quest that we do right now. It's weird how, like, with layering there are, like, you don't see a lot of people, but then every once in a while you get bottlenecked with a bunch of people. It creates like a strange juxtaposition. If it drops, will we each need one? Or if it drops, will it drop for everybody? Because no one has invited me to a group yet. And so I kind of thought maybe we'd have to get our own. Layering is making a very uneven experience, whereby sometimes, like most of the time, you feel like you're completely by yourself, which is not good. But then suddenly other times there are a bunch of people around, which because of how you're used to being alone, then is suddenly annoying when it doesn't have to be. What if I layer out and I layer into the middle of a bunch of guys? That's a good trick though, to like, yeah, to remove yourself from a layer where there are people at. Just get somewhere safe, invite to a group and see what happens, like see if you switch layers. That's an interesting way to do it. I wish they had a little button somewhere on the mini-map where you could simply select the layer you wanted to phase into. So that if I don't like my layer for whatever reason, whether it's too crowded or not crowded enough for my taste, I could just pick a different layer and I could just put myself in it. I think that would be ideal. But you know, then they'd have to show us how many layers there are and stuff like that, and why would they want to be transparent about anything about how the game works? Again, with the fear and stuff, this guy's gonna get himself killed. He's got no mana. He's got no mana and he just feared, he intentionally feared two guys. Don't come near me, man. Keep your guys over there. Ugh, so close. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. See, this guy's gonna get himself killed. I'm not gonna help this guy. Nah, if he wants help, he should invite me to his group. He did that. That's the second time he's done that. He feared my guy once too, and like I'm not doing it. He seems a little reckless, and I don't want to be helping someone who's being like reckless. That's just not good. Yeah, J-Tom, this is the highest level we've been on official hardcore now. Yep. Every level now is going to be the highest level that we've been. It's pretty exciting. Look at this. They're doing it on purpose. They're like, oh, that warrior is about to charge in. Let me fire a moonbeam over that way. Here we go again. There we go. Maybe I leave here. Maybe I leave here. And we go turn this in. I'll give it another couple minutes to die down. The Nugget quest leads back here? Oh. Oh. Well, in that case. In that case, we can definitely leave and come back. And then by then, you know, there will be other people here. Maybe we'll see a corpse of the priest. He's inside the building now, yeah. Yeah, we'll probably see this guy dead by the time we come back. Daniel, thanks for hanging out with us. I appreciate you being here. The return quest is to go into the cave, though. Ooh, snap. Yeah, I mean, I'm not super excited about the cave. But I feel pretty strong up here against these guys. Without anybody, like, you know, dragging their enemies onto me or fearing my enemies to get onto my aggro chain. Like, I feel pretty good about being up here. Oh, look, a raptor. Wow, look at that. A guild raid on the cave? Maybe. Garrett, your characters keep dying at level 6. The average life of a character right now, Blizzard said, was like level 9 or 10. So, you're having a pretty typical experience. I'll have an immersive recorded hardcore series coming out later this evening. Where it's not me streaming, I'm just recording it. And so in that one, I'll kind of be talking through like some of the best practices of hardcore. So as I encounter situations, I'll talk through some of the best practices and some ways to not die. So if you're interested in like learning ways to not die, if you're kind of new to the game or new to hardcore, keep an eye on the channel this evening. It's gonna be it's a human rogue playthrough over on the Defias Pillager server, and I'll be focusing most of my commentary on ways to not get killed and best practices and stuff like that for people who are a little bit newer to hardcore. It's hardcore tutorial, yeah. I put some stuff in the title of it, like best practices or how to hardcore and best practices. That's part of the title of the video. Because I'm by no means an expert, but I'm good at like do as I say, not as I do type of thing. So, Daniel, I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the super chat. It's very generous of you. Thanks again for being here. Play a class you know. Yeah, play a class you know, or commit to sticking to. If you don't know any classes, like if you're newer to the game, pick a class you like and then like stick with it, even if you get killed. Just pick a class that you like and like stick with it. Especially if you're newer to Classic. Redfire, I'm jealous you're gonna get to go walk your dog. It's gonna be 100 degrees here today, and I don't think my dog is gonna get a walk. I hope you enjoy yours. I am gonna avoid these guys. Did I do the glowing shard quest from Wailing Caverns? No, I don't think I picked up the item. But we'll be doing Wailing Caverns tomorrow again and the day after that. Alex, you can toss them in the mail, man. I appreciate you. Thanks so much. You can just toss them in the mail. Johnny, good afternoon, man. Thanks for being here. We did a Wailing Caverns run earlier. Oh, I never changed the stream title, did I? I'm surprised someone hasn't come in and like asked about Wailing Caverns, because I'm pretty sure I did the bad streamer thing and never changed the title. Oop. Oh yeah, I did the bad streamer thing. Let me just delete that now. There we go. Really surprised I haven't been asked. high of 70 degrees. Yeah. We're having very unseasonably hot weather in Michigan. It's going to be record temps for the next couple days. After tomorrow, it's going to be like normal, and it will be down to like 70. We're going to have like a 68 degree day. It's going to get better here. It's going to get better here pretty soon, but it's been really bad. We never get 90s in September in Michigan. It's basically unheard of. Especially, we never get multiple hot days in a row in September. Every once in a while, you'll get like an 85 degree day in September, but it'll be like a one-off. This is like 4 days of 90s, which I am not okay with, like emotionally or physically.
Be careful out there.
Alright, bring the broken Samophalange to somebody. Oh, this has to go to Orgrimmar first. This one's gotta go to Org. You know, I do have to train. I do have to train level 20. Maybe we hearth back and we can go to Orgrimmar. Clint says, I wish it was only in the 90s. Yeah, some of you guys are going to deal with heat a lot longer than I'm going to. Yeah. I'm not going to have to deal with the heat for much more. After tomorrow, I think I'm going to be totally done with the heat. No. Do not challenge me.
What do you need? Go for it.
Clint, your AC is acting up? That's terrifying. I would call someone to come take a look at that bad boy. It was last summer that our air conditioning unit exploded. No, it was the summer before last. The summer before last, ours popped. It was literally, it was a hot day. My wife had just come back from a trip. It was evening time, and all of a sudden I heard a loud pop. And I said, well, there goes the compressor. And yeah, it was dead. It stayed dead for the rest of that summer, and it didn't get fixed till the following summer. And then I do worry about how much I've been running. This one's new now, but I've been worried about how much I've been running it. And yeah, it has to make it through the next couple days. But I've been having to run it like basically non-stop, even at night. Typically in Michigan, if it's hot during the day, it at least cools off at night enough that you can open up some windows, put a fan in the window, and be okay. But right now it's not okay. Just like you guys are experiencing, like you have to run the AC 24/7. It's bad. It's very bad. Yeah, it sucks. I read this like thing that they have this like super reflective white paint. This like very, I don't know how new it is or what the deal is with it, but it's like some super reflective white paint that is so super reflective that if you were to paint a house and a roof with it, it would actually cool the inside of the house. So it's like scientifically, we have options. People used to whitewash their houses like back in the day. They would paint them white as they could, and that would help like keep the interior of the homes cool. And so we have technology like that, like super white reflective paint that could like cut down on heat inside the house and could cut down on like energy usage. But we don't spec into those talent trees. Like as a society, we don't spec into those talent trees. We spec into the iPhone talent trees and into like the Netflix talent trees and into the social media talent trees. We don't spec into like the super reflective white paint that could save people from melting for whatever reason. I don't know why. Yeah, exactly. That, Janice, that's what I thought, like, as soon as I read it. And I'm sure it's because, like, it's probably expensive at first because, like, you know, it's not mass-produced. But the bigger reason that we don't do stuff like that is because it would upset the status quo. Like, the energy companies would make less money, rich people would lose some money potentially, there would be a new group of rich people selling the super white paint. We don't develop technologies like that, like, fast because it would upset the status quo. Look at how long it's taken for electric cars to become a popular thing because of how much like electric cars can upset the status quo of like the oil industry and stuff. It's like we as a society we are very resistant to anything that upsets the current rich people. So yeah, that's it. That's all I can think of. We gotta go back here and to train. Okay, good. Yeah, see, Johnny says, we have a silver paint that you add to the roof interior. Cools in the summer, retains heat. Yeah, Johnny, that's exactly the kind of stuff I'm talking about, man. Yeah. I read it in some scientific journal that they had developed, like, maybe even better than that. Like, they had just, it was like some amazing stuff that did almost exactly what you're saying. And, yeah, like, everybody should have that. Like, everybody should have it. Slather your whole house in it. And they said that it could, like, it was at a point where it could cool the interior of a house as much or more than running your AC all day. It could cool the interior as much or more than running your AC. It's just like, okay. And we're obviously not doing this just because it upsets the status quo. Yeah, David, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah. They bump the registration fee 3 times for electric cars because they lose money on gas taxes. Yeah. Yep. I believe it. It was an article in New York Times. Okay. Yeah, I forget where I read it. I forget where I read about it. But yeah, it's like we could have that and we could all just be sitting and chilling, you know. We wouldn't have to run the AC. We wouldn't be worried about the condenser exploding. We wouldn't care that it's 120 degrees outside and the whole planet's melting. Because we'd be able to keep cool and safe. It wouldn't cost a crap ton of money. And like whatever money it did cost would be like money spent up front. That wouldn't be monthly recurring hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. But you know, we live in capitalism, so what are you gonna do?
Strength and honor.
And we're broke. Oof. Big oof, but we got retaliation.
With honor.
So that's what matters. Let's put that right there. We are broke. I guess I needed like one of those golds I sent off so that I could, you know, afford my skills. That could have been really, really pro. Is it okay to play WoW with 3 accounts and 3 tabs open at the same time? I'm okay with it. Yeah. I'm fine with it. David, there's not a lot of info on the process to make the paint. Oh, of course they're not going to tell you, yeah. It's at least a year from being ready for commercial use, and work is underway to increase its durability and dirt resistance. So maybe there are people who are trying to get this into our hands, but listen, the people trying to get it into your hands, they're going to be stopped at every part of the process. They're going to have to cut through like a bunch of red tape, you know, in order to like authorize it. People from different parts of government are going to get involved to try to shut it down or prove it's not safe or put it through years and years of testing first. They're going to do everything they can to shut it down, you know.
Interesting. Be good.
You can count on that.
Keep it real.
The one critical component is kitten blood. I don't know about like other neighborhoods, but we have lots of stray cats. I don't know if it's worth it. I don't know. The one component is kitten. Who knew? It's the android blood from Alien and Aliens. How the androids have that white synthetic blood. We have to farm the androids for their synthetic blood. That's what it is. California will say that it causes cancer and can't be used there. But California is like one of the more progressive states. Like they want everyone to have an electric car and stuff like that. Yeah, you'd think though that maybe they would find a way to make it okay. But it probably will also cause cancer because, you know, so does tuna fish. Yeah, so, I don't know. Okay, so we turned that one in. I did not even see what that chained into. Okay, here we go. Camouflage manual. This is in the mine. Okay. All right. And so what's the fastest way to get there is going to be to like just run out of Orgrimmar, right? I can just run out of Orgrimmar. Have cats will chickens work? We can find out. We can try. The biggest cause of divorce is being married. It sounds plausible. Sounds plausible. Alex, you have that quest for the mine? Yeah, let's do it. Absolutely. Yeah, Johnny, exactly. That's the status quo I was talking about. Yeah, they don't want anything to upset the status quo. Because then that redistributes wealth elsewhere. We don't want some scientists to come up with a new paint to make any money or create like a different part of the energy economy. Because that upsets the current rich white people. So, yeah. Oh god, this whole conversation is gonna spawn another essay in a YouTube comment about the negativity seeping into the streams, isn't it? Yep, it is. It's already happening. Clint's already writing it, yeah. I don't appreciate how facetious you've become recently. Very sarcastic. I try to at least be slightly comical when I'm being negative about something. I feel like maybe like it dampens the blow a little bit. I don't know if you guys can mute each other. That's it. Moderator versus moderator. Can you guys mute each other from the channel? Go. You get a timeout. You get a timeout. You've had 2 timeouts, but you're back in timeout because you just don't listen. We'll settle this with a Makara. Exactly. I think all disputes between mods and officers should be settled with Makara. You have to post the time and place of the Makara in general chat so people can form a big ring around you. And then at the last minute, someone has to chicken out. What did the guy say? He said, thanks for giving me rent-free space inside your brains. True. Why not play Fury Warrior? I like the big 2-handed weapons. I like the big crits that go off. I like only needing to find one good weapon at a time and not being like worried about having 2 really good weapons. A couple of reasons. Johnny, if you dag and you're going back to War 3, yeah, I can see that. You could go back to War 3, just take a little break, you know. Hardcore is not going anywhere. It's going to be here for at least several months. At least several months. Alex, I'll wait till you're in range to like start killing these guys, because I feel like if I kill one now and you're out of range, he's definitely going to have the item. Which would suck. You could play Fury 2-handed. Okay, yeah, sure. I think, yeah, I could. I like arms. I like arms. I like the bleeds. The bleeds are fun. I'll probably try Fury at some point. You know, we have a long ways to go. So odds are I will eventually want to try something slightly different. And we could definitely try it. I think I want to get more talent points first. I got every single class killed at least once on Blood Cell Buccaneers, and I kept coming back for more. My average level of death on Bloodset was about level 18 to 20. 18 to 20 was like my average level to get a character killed off. A couple of outliers. Warlocks died at level 7 and 11 respectively. And then the Paladin got to level 47 and I retired him. Yeah, but the average level was 18 to 20 something. A lot of low level 20s. Level 25 Priest, level 25 Mage, level 25 Druid. So yeah, we're approaching the threshold, basically. Well, that's a dead end. Very nice. Very nice, very by the book. Got the item. Cool, cool. Alright, now we just need the ruby to drop. That'd be great. Or the emerald or whatever it's called. And there it is. Okay, I'll take it. Good, good. That ended up being really easy. We need manual pages now? No. No. No, we don't. No, we don't. What? No. No. Oh, no. What? What do you mean? Oh, God. Okay, okay, okay. It's fine. None of them have dropped yet at all. Haven't seen a single one, but it's fine. I'm sure they'll start dropping soonish. Oh, God. Not one of these quests. I don't usually do the assemble the book quest. I usually just leave them. But we're doing this one now. Oh, it couldn't be as simple as just kill the named guy. I should have known better. The pages can drop from anybody? I'm assuming they can drop from anybody. Oh gosh. Yeah, let's maybe we stay inside of here because not a lot of people are going to want to come in here. So yeah, maybe we hang out inside of here. It's not quite like the Shredder manual or the green... Yeah, it's not as many, like multiple chapters and stuff. I would love to see one page drop just for like proof of concept. There we go. Alex got one. And so with these, we're not both going to get the item. Like, we're going to have to share these drops. Because we're not both going to get the... I don't think... Yeah, see, I can't loot him too, so... It's an individual drop item. Yeah, it's good that we are at least getting kill XP. That's true. Oh, these guys disarm. Nasty. It's nasty. Alex, hang tight, man. Don't go too far back there. Is it time for retaliation yet? Oh my god, they're parrying. Alright, let's heal up. Alright, that's one. At this rate, we should only have to kill about 40 more of these guys. We got a chest here. Ouch. Nothing good. Oh, we got hyper spawns. I have 4. I don't see any other players out here, but yeah, I don't see any enemies either. I have 5. How many do you need, man? Awesome. Okay, I'm done too. Let's get out of the cave. I'm not going to leave you in here while you're mining so you can get surrounded. Definitely not a place I would have wanted to do by myself. Yeah, this would have been, it could have been death. It could have easily just been death. I would not recommend anybody ever try to come in here by themselves at basically any level. It's pretty brutal. If this priest goes in here, this priest is gonna die. There's no way that they should go in there. All right, hey, that's awesome, Alex. Thanks so much, man. I would not have been able to do that without you. There's no way. And so this one goes back to Orgrimmar, which I think is where I'm gonna head. Oh, hi there. Combine the pages. I think I got it. Yeah, we're good. I clicked the book, and I think clicking the book got it to go into the manual. So we should be good to go. That's awesome. I've never done that quest before. Yeah, I've never finished that chain or anything. So that's really, really cool. And I'm pretty sure now that like anything we had left in Silverpine is gonna be gray, right? Like I don't think I have to do Silverpine, maybe. We still have a bunch of stuff to do in the Barrens. By the time we're done with the Barrens, we ought to be like level 24, 25. If I don't go back and do gray stuff in Silverpine, am I gonna regret it? I don't remember there being a ton of quests to do in Silverpine anyway. So I feel like it's fine. Yeah, because we had some level 14s that are definitely gray by now. So, you know, with being able to do the dungeon runs multiple times, I really don't think we need to worry about Silverpine. We'll probably grab the breadcrumb that leads into, because we'll have to fly there when we go to Hillsbrad, so there'll probably be a breadcrumb that takes us into Hillsbrad. That breadcrumb is like a level 20 quest. So, like, by the time we do that, that one might be gray, depending on when we go there. Yeah. Yeah, the big difference, you know, we ran RFC 3 times, got a bunch of experience there. We're gonna run Wailing Caverns at least 2 more times. We'll get to run it tomorrow and probably still be within range the day after that. It's a bunch of kill XP. So I feel like we're not gonna have to go back to Silverpine. Level 21 right now, Joe. Level 21 and a half. So yeah, it's awesome. I hope we can keep staying ahead of the leveling curve by doing multiple dungeon runs. That's been a big relief. To not feel like we're getting like farther and farther behind the leveling curve. Which is kind of what solo self-found felt like. After the starting zones, it felt like you could never get back ahead of the leveling curve. Because you couldn't do the elite quests, because you couldn't group up, and then you could only do the dungeon once. Oh, that was a weird little bit of lag. Nothing weird on my end. Let's go get this one turned in. Anubis, that's why you kept being behind no dungeons? Yeah, without doing the dungeons, you lose, like, not only do you lose, like, kill experience, but you lose all the quests. That was why the Paladin, like, eventually floundered. He not only didn't get gear or kill XP, he didn't get quests, like, he kind of floundered. At 47, had we done the dungeons and done the quest, he probably would have got to at least level 50. Lucas, I am doing well. Thanks for asking. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Pyrewood might be worth doing. Yeah, Pyrewood was also level 14. I never did it. I don't, as a gray quest, I don't think I'll do it. It's weird to skip so much of Silver Pine. We did the intro stuff. We did the first half of the zone. But then we just kind of stopped. We never went back. The one to get the guy's book was level 14. The one to actually go there and do the kill quest, that might be a little bit higher. It might be. Maybe I'll check it out.
Hey, yeah. Have a good one.
Okay. Okay, we don't really need that.
Hurry back.
But there we go. Alright, I want to jump over to my bank alt. I want to see if we can do any shopping on the auction house. Alex, thanks again, man. I appreciate it. How have the official hardcore servers been? They've been pretty awesome. I've been having a blast. We have an amazing guild going with like a ton of people in it. 13 online right now, but we've got 224 guild members. So yeah, it's been a really fun time. Let's see, mailbox. Golds, more golds. Some items I should probably sell. I'm gonna hold on to some of this stuff. I'm gonna sell it later. I'm gonna sell it once there's more gold in the economy and people are paying more for low-level items. But for now, I'm gonna hold on to that stuff. So we've got 6, we've got almost 7 golds. And some mats. Let's go have a little look. Guys, we can get Kill Maim for 5 golds. Is this worth it? I feel like it's worth it. We used Kill Maim on the Paladin until like level 38. What do you guys think? Like, we just hit level 21. We used it on the Paladin until we got a green quest item in the Badlands at like level 38, and we used it until then, I think. And the Paladin got the item when the Paladin was like level 27 or 28. We are exactly, you know, we are ready to use this right now at level with it. You think, check, I think there's so many more axes than any other thing. I'll check. Traditionally, there's more axes than anything else. Okay. Yeah. Okay, nothing really there. And we get axe specialization as an orc. Look at this stuff. Guardian Blade has 40 armor at defense rating? No. I think I'm gonna do it. I think one sold while I was looking at it. Yeah. Any big objections? In terms of stats, the Prospector is better? Okay. And the Prospector is cheaper, but what about just like the DPS though? Oh, I see what you're saying. This has a chance to wound the target. So this is 21.7 DPS on kill maim, or 17.5 plus 7 strength. How many strength does it take to get a point of DPS? Is it 2 strength for 1 point of DPS? And this is a lot cheaper. If I knew how many strength would equal a point of DPS, that would be. Do you think it's 1-to-1? I don't think it's 1-to-1. I mean, I don't know for sure. But it just feels that would be way overpowered if it were 1-for-1. I thought it was 2 points of strength is... But maybe I'm thinking of the attack power conversion for strength. Some of this is hard to account for because you don't know how often you're going to get the wound, right? It's 2 attack power per 1 strength, but isn't attack power even deep? Does that equate directly to DPS? 2 attack power per 1 strength, yeah, but then I can't do math. I can't do math. Are you crazy? Well, now I don't know. This is much cheaper. And still would be very good, I think. Let's see. I don't remember the DPS on our current. It's 17.5, 51 top end. 17.5, 51 top end. Yeah. 11.8, 47 top end. Let's grab the Prospector Axe. It's cheaper. It's going to be a huge upgrade. Either way, and then we'll save the rest of our gold for later. Okay, I'm doing it. It's fine. Boop boop. It's done. It's done. It's happened. It has happened. I don't have any regrets. Justin, thanks for being here, man. I appreciate it. Take care. Alright guys, with that, it is 3 o'clock. I have to actually get my son soon from school, so I am going to take a break here for now. Thank you guys very much for being here and hanging out today. The Wailing Caverns run was awesome. I look forward to more WC action tomorrow, and I hope you guys will all join me then. Until next time, take care of yourselves out there in the real world, and take care of each other, and we will see you back in Azeroth again very soon. Bye for now.